What is up, everyone? So back at the shop. Yesterday we did the Q&A at the Super Bowl party with the whole squad. I hope you guys liked that. If you haven't watched it yet, make sure to check it out. Last video, probably like right here. But yeah, so for today I was really expecting my welder to come in. So my original expected delivery date was today, and of course it just got updated and it never shipped over the weekend or before the weekend, unfortunately. So won't be here until Wednesday, so that kind of throws my plans off. But I think what I really want to do to at least start today is finish doing the knuckle and control arm swap. So if you guys haven't seen that video, I put on my modded knuckles that Bobby G gave me, well, on one side, and I found out that since my knuckle is rotated, I can't use the stock E36 tie rods because they're too long, so I have to throw on the E46 lower control arms, which are actually longer. Don't know how I feel about them yet. It kind of throws my caster off a little bit, and it makes my wheels not fit. As you can see, the blitz poke pretty decently right here. I still haven't really figured out a game plan for that. I was really hoping to use my stock lowers, but I mean, whatever. The E46 ones are nice, gives you a wide and track width, they feel good. But I was hoping to find like another BMW that makes like a shorter tie rod, but the E36 kind of has the shortest one. I looked into E30 tie rods. Don't think they're gonna work. They're different styling. So I think what my game plan is for now is just get those on, raise the car up a little bit, have more of a pokey fitment in the meantime. A lot of guys were saying I could just max out my camber. Well, I'm already pretty maxed out. It's gonna have a decent amount of camber how it sits. My camber plates are fully maxed out. I'm gonna throw them on, get the car back on the ground, do a self-alignment, get it driving. And what I really wanna look into is dual drilling my factory hubs. So by dual drilling, what I'll do is I'll take, as you can see, the hub right here, it's drilled for 5x120. Now what a few guys do is they actually will get hubs and drill them to a 5x114 lug pattern, so I could run the 5x114 wheels without a spacer, and then the blitz will fit. Now it's a little bit more labor intensive than anticipated. Now if you look on the back of these, see how it's thicker where the studs would go? They actually sell, a few hub companies actually, just by their design, it's the same thickness all the way around. So I'd have to buy new hubs and then do it to those. I was looking it up. A cheap set would be about $120 shipped for the set, which isn't horrible, but that's also with cheap hubs. So I don't know how cheap wheel bearings would do. I'm definitely like down to try it out, but for something that's such a vital part of your car, I don't know if I want to cheap out on it, but we'll see. But I'm rambling. I guess let's get this one on the ground. I'm gonna raise the coil up a little bit and then do the other side and see how that works. What's your plan for today?
I'm gonna get started on cleaning all the grossness off of the SR and hopefully pop the tranny off, get the valve cover off. Also gotta go pick up an S14 dash from Roger today.
Oh, you're getting this today?
So
yeah. For you guys who haven't seen it yet, I gotta show you Don's motor. It got a little crusty. It definitely sat in a moist, aired warehouse for a while, so. Motor itself is clean, but as you can see, the aluminum has a lot of surface oxidation. Looks like it has suds or something, look at it. So, nothing more than just a few hours with a wire brush. So yeah, Don's gotta take the belts off, all the rubber hoses, and just go to town, I guess. Good luck.
all right.
Let's do a nice before and after. Stank ass before, and then we'll show after later. Spacers are so hub centric, they literally get stuck on. I mean, I guess I can't complain because, I mean, a nice tight hub centric fit is definitely a lot better than something that just sits loosely on there. Everyone's wondering how I'd make it work. Okay, if you look at these tie rods, the outer tie rods, see how it has like this slip-on style? It actually uses like a barrel to compress this, so it locks the outer to the inner. But what I could do is the threads only go to like here on my nail, and they go all the way down to here, so it's only getting like maybe a little bit less than an inch of threads. I could actually cut it right here, and I'll still have all these threads left down here, which is probably stronger than these threads, and just use a locking bolt on it like how like a normal tie rod works, like how a Nissan would do it. and it'll give me that inch I need to work on with the modded knuckles. So, okay, I'm gonna sit here and ponder for like another 20 minutes and let you know what we do. What are we doing?
Going E36.
Yeah, we're gonna just keep the stock E36 arms for now. So I cut the end off. We're gonna see how well this works. I guess we'll find out. When the time comes where I can actually figure out a way to fit the Blitz nicely, then I'll upgrade to the E46 and we'll have some nice widened track width and I'll still be able to fit those wheels. But we'll go with the moderate stance and the moderate fitment for now, just so I can drive this around and not have it be all pokey poke. The outer tie rod actually ended up bottoming out on the inner, so I actually had to cut a decent amount off. But still plenty of threads left on the inner, none of which I've done has infected the integrity of the tie rod, so we're all set. Right here you can see we're going to use the nut to lock the tie rod in place, just how like the tie rods on like a 240 or most cars work, instead of having like this like clamp style that uses this I don't know where it is. Oh, this thing. It's like a tapered sleeve. I used to just kind of like push into the threads and lock them in. So, but this should work just as good. This is by far the best tool I've ever received. This is amazing.
It used to be red.
I would much rather have this than the electric ratchet, like if I had to pick one or the other. But the electric ratchet obviously is a little bit stronger, but this is nice. Much better. All right, should we test the angle now?
Oh, we can now.
Yeah. Should we, might duff my fender trying it.
I'll watch her.
You know what? We're gonna wait.
No,
we're waiting, guys.
Come on.
We're waiting. I gotta change this. So Tucker is on my lap, which means no work is going to be done for probably an hour or two. When Tucker gets on your lap, you're not moving. All right, guys, it's finally done. The wheels fit again. I kind of wish I had another degree or two camber. Maybe I'll try that spacer technique and we'll try it, but fits nice and clean, no aggressiveness anymore. I guess it is now time to check out the angle and see how much angle we got.
Keep going.
Wow.
Keep going. Shit.
Yeah, it's about half as much as my 240.
Oh, that's like the S14, dude.
That's far.
That's literally like the S14.
Half the wheel.
That's not bad.
It's not bad at all. I think I'll get a little bit more angle. Well, my alignment's off too. I think they're both kind of towed in, so
All right.
I'm really happy with that.
Nice.
Yeah, with no rack spacers too. So there it is.
Less than 6 weeks out of drift prep.
The tie rods are hitting the control arm, so this is basically my max angle. But what's nice about this is that's like really comfortable angle, and it's not binding or rubbing on anything, and there's no dead. Doesn't have that dead room like a 240 has at full lock with modded knuckles. So
That is scary.
very happy with that. Quick bolt on. If I had the E46 lowers on, I'd probably get a little bit more angle, but I'll get the job done. I do my quick plate alignment just so the car will drive somewhat straight, and then I really want to get like a nice alignment done on this car since I plan to street drive it a little bit more. So hopefully we could find somewhere that does little cars and get that all done up.
If you don't...
Doing a good old-fashioned board alignment with Donald over here. All right, let's see how screwed up this is. You holding it tight, Donald?
No.
All right, so we got. Oh, you're not holding it tight.
Now I am.
Okay, you ready?
No.
Okay. 70 and 3/8. Front is. You tight, Donald?
Yeah.
You sure?
Yeah.
Doesn't seem tight.
It's tight.
Oh, you quit f***ing it up. What a dick. Donald's trying to like slowly kill me. All right, you holding it?
No.
Were you doing that to the back one?
No.
Okay. All right, so the front is at under 69. This thing is towed in like a mother. So I just adjusted the tie rods, pushed it back and forth a few times. Looks like we might have a little bit of toe out now. All right, let's measure it again, boys. The rear is exactly 70 inches. The front, oh, you mother, you're messing with me.
No, I'm not.
You def.
What's the front?
72. You jackass. Just under 70. So we're a little towed in still, surprisingly. I thought we'd be toe out.
I thought that's how it's towed out.
KO'd. Beamer wins.
I was just playing around.
What do you? He does this as a living. He does this for a living.
Where's the jack stand?
All right. So Brian Hall thinks we should send it and do the Walsh technique, get some more cambies.
Yeah, let's do it.
All right. Now I gotta take this all back apart again.
Yeah, you're like a professional now, though.
Get out of here.
Should be easy.
I want to try and do. Let's leave the wheels on and do it. I bet I could do it. Make things more difficult.
Is this safe?
Nah.
No, that was not.
We got a Harbor Freight Jack under here. Jimmy, what are you doing?
We're gonna do the washer technique to get more camber, and I'm too lazy to take my wheels off because I've done it 7 times today. So we're gonna try and do it with the wheels on, make things difficult for ourselves.
Yeah, but it's really not that bad, is it?
Okay, so there's 3 bolts that hold on the coil to the knuckle.
Yeah, we can see you got one of them out right there.
Yeah.
You're doing.
And basically by spacing out the distance of the mount on the coil to the knuckle, it gives us camber. You'll see in a second. If we get more camber, we can get more grip at angle, and we can get more stance and lower it.
So Hot Boy plus performance plus drift
Plus scene.
plus scene plus stance.
See?
Look at it. Oh, let's check out the chambray adjustments.
So see how it pivots right here? That's what we want.
That's right there.
Look how much offset you gain with just the camber. They say like what? 1 degree gives you like 5 degrees of offset. So we want it like right there.
Well, let's see.
How big's the gap? Pretty big, probably.
We need that light. Where's the light at?
Yeah, big old booger, Brian.
So actually, that's not.
We got like what?
It's not too bad. Where you have it set right now is
2 washers.
There's probably 2 washers.
All right.
And the rear looks a little bit more.
So we should go to Lowe's and get bit longer bolts too. Be safe.
That would be a good idea.
Off to Lowe's. DJ, what is for the DJ? Beer. What? Come on. What? You got an issue? You got what are you, Randy? Thread check.
That one's loose.
Oh boy, it's a 12 by 175. Perfect.
This is not.
There's a coma.
This should be perfect. Well, this should give us enough camber. All right, guys.
How much was it to camber?
It was set $8 a camber the front. That's it. Cheapest camber mod.
We're gonna camber this thing.
Look at what Donald casually has in here. When are you going to the strip club, Donald?
I work there.
You are one big mystery.
I work there.
What was the name again, DJ? Go on. It's Dr. Lollipop, he says. Can you see where I'm putting the washers? See how they go in between the knuckle and the... See that, John? You can see on camera?
Mm-hmm.
See the 3 washers? We're gonna go for 3 washers and see how much camera we get, and then we're gonna maybe go down to 2. So now we add more camera, we can add more low. You do it fast. And of course I'm still not taking my wheel off because I'm being lazy, so we got a little while to adjust this, but it's tight.
Doesn't do nothing.
Nothing's better than like when you loosen the collar and you can just like rotate it by hand.
Oh my lord. I love that. That is so.
I feel like this is literally.
The coils still need to break in too. That looks good. What's so funny, Donald? Dr. Lollipop.
You sipping your drink. Yeah.
Donald, let me see the camera.
Oh, the toe looks crazy off.
It's totally off.
Whatever.
I think the driver's side is actually lower, dude.
Oh yeah.
For sure. Double check. God, I need to clean these wheels, this car in my life.
Yeah, should you trust yourself? I don't know. See what I mean? Just trust me.
It's towed out still like a lot, surprisingly.
What do you got?
I got 69 in the rear, 69 and a half in the rear, and 70 in the front. 4 trials later, it's kind of straight. I got to drive it probably another 10, 15 miles before, and then redo it.
Go thrash it.
And then we'll be good. I mean, this fitment looks way, way better. That cleaned it up so much. Very, very happy with just 3 washers, guys. 3 washers. You can have that. It's a very tasteful amount of camber, too. It's not, like, excessive at all.
No, it doesn't look crazy, but like fitment is so good now. So
it's probably gonna lower itself just a little bit, but very, very happy. Now we just need blitz for the rear, but hell yeah, guys. Much like I'm gonna go drive it in a second. We gotta pull it out because we're gonna pull DJ's car in and do a few things to that. It's Donald. Was that worth it?
yeah.
All right, so the real issue here is 1, the whole front end doesn't really line up, and 2, the hood doesn't really fully latch. So I think the hood latch problem is probably our main concern tonight.
Yeah.
I
feel like if we get these 2 to line up, because it's like crooked now, because those 2 aren't in. And those...
All right, the main goal right now, of course, is to get these 2 bolts right here to bolt in somewhere. The other radiator support somehow wasn't ovalized. I don't know what they did. They must have just pried it and bolt them in, but I mean, we'll make it work, right?
Yeah.
Nothing, a little bit of persuasion and force.
Bender in.
All right, so we got an idea. We got a long-ass, big-ass ratchet strap, and I have a stud in the ground. So hopefully we could do something with the 2 and make it work. We don't have the right, this is probably American thread, I don't have it, and I don't have a washer, so I'm gonna use spanner wrench. We're gonna cross-thread it on.
Oh no!
It's good, it's
That's
on there.
plenty, that's plenty. We're taking the stud out of the ground.
Oh boy. Oh, dude, we're good. Let's get there.
It is moving.
Watch out, I don't want you in the line of fire.
It's alright. Look at that, it's pushing it, boy.
Oh. Watch out, if this fucking slips off, we're done.
The tranny's holding it. It's not, it's a rope, it's not like a chain under thousands of pounds.
Come on. There we go, we're getting there. We see bolt.
Oh, shit.
Alright. Alright, Donald, I gotta push it this way now.
You want me to like shove the bolts in there while it's,
exactly.
Okay.
Just
You wanna hold this on?
ready?
She's in. Hey.
We were all fire.
Alright, take this shit off before it kills somebody.
Well, the hood now shuts, so we did something right. So if you guys need any framework done, you know who to call.
Hit us up.
Hit us up. Competitive rates. DJ Spontaneous Wet Sand. Don has been putting in work on his SR. Like I said before, I marked over everything he could take off, and he did. He took a wire brush to everything. He went a little OD in some spots. What's nice, it was more just light surface for us, so it was just a brass brush. It all fell off, which is really sick. More's a lot cleaner than it looked. He used a steel brush on the front, which is a little OD, but I mean, it definitely looks a lot better. Definitely cleaned up a lot better. Yeah, he's gonna get the ISR dress up kit. That'll clean up the whole front end. Probably paint the crank pulley black. Intake looks hell of a lot better. This just fell right the hell off. Like I said, he went a little hard on the wire wheel, but it'll even itself out eventually. He tried to turn the transmission into like the Tin Man over here, but clutch needs to resurface. Obviously, it was just a stock clutch. I mean, we were anticipating to be anyways, which is good. I mean, it seems like this was just in a stock car, which is probably the most ideal situation. You really can't beat it. So Don's gonna be pulling the valve cover off just so we can get it powder coated at, of course, Logan Steel.
Yep.
And it's gonna clean up the whole entire engine. Oh, dude, but look at the Z in the light. I know it's dirty as all hell, but what a gorgeous car. The body line's on a Z. You can't beat it. All right, guys, so we got the stance on the E36. Finally figured out. Looks way better. Love the ride height. It's super functional how it is. Looks good. Still got to settle in a little bit, but I still got to drive it around more, break her in, and see how it goes. My knuckles are sick. A lot more angle. Now we just gotta get some matching wheels for the rear, weld the diff, and we'll have some fun. But today was a good day. Like I said, I got the E36 done. Got DJ front end to line up somehow. Guess the little stud in the ground really worked out, but really, that's it. Tomorrow, I really want to actually fix the E36. I completely keep forgetting the fact that the thermostat, either it doesn't have one or it's just stuck open. So you let the car idle for a long time, it gets the operating temp, but if you drive it around, it goes right back down. So essentially my heat really doesn't work, which means I can't daily because it's cold outside. So, but I really want to, you know, start dailying this thing, because why the heck not? But it's been a long day, it's now late, but you guys know, cop yourself some merch, go on the website, support the build, support the channel, and that's it. I hope you guys liked today's video. Like, comment, subscribe, stay tuned for more content, and I'll see you guys tomorrow.